It's funny, I keep watching these and all I can think in my head is, you know, the song Digimon, Digital Monsters. The time has finally come. We are watching all of the Digimon openings. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. The Digimon openings is one that I've wanted to react to for a really long time now. This is a show that I grew up watching and really loved when I was younger. Having said that, I think I've only ever seen the original English opening of Digimon. So I am super pumped today to head back down Nostalgia Road and check out some of the openings for this show that I grew up watching. And as a final reminder, if you're interested in checking out the uncut and uncensored version of today's reaction, it is already available over on my Patreon, where you can also watch my reactions to stuff like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Sword Art Online, Vinland Saga, and lots more. So if you're interested in the Patreon, the link will be down in the description. I am super stoked to watch some Digimon, so without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, I believe we've got 10 openings in total today. So again, I've only ever seen the original English version. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've seen any of the Japanese versions of these openings. So let's go ahead and check out opening number 1 of Digimon. Let's do it. Okay, yeah, this is familiar, at least visually. But the version I remember was like... The version I remember for this was like Digimon, Digital Monsters. It's like a completely different vibe, though, with this music. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, I do remember that guy. See, this is also like, I think, the one that I remember when I think of Digimon. I dressed up as a Digimon for Halloween one year, actually. Whatever the big orange one's name is. That guy. I like the song a lot, too. I will say, though, I'm not sure if it compares to the original English one, because it holds such a special place for me. I always thought that guy looked really cool. Dude, this makes me want to go back and rewatch this show. Because I don't ever think I saw it all the way through. That was the one I dressed up as for Halloween. Oh, that one was sick too. You got to give it to the guys on this show. The character design was so cool. Like, look at those things. First opening was super strong. Really, really brought back a lot of memories of my time watching that show. Man, I'm going to have to go back and watch this. Loved the first opening. Just loved all the callbacks to what I remember. The song, I will say, this is probably one of the very rare occasions where the English one might be more memorable for a lot of people. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about the English versus the Japanese version of that first opening. But the rest of these, I imagine I'll be a lot less familiar with. So let's go ahead and keep going. We've got opening 2 up next. Yeah, like this so far is not ringing any bells for me. The same way the first one did. 02. Wait. Are these different characters than the first one? At least I don't see the main guy at the very least. Maybe I never watched this show past the very beginning. They almost look like younger versions of the people in the first opening. Or maybe they're completely new people. I don't remember the evolved forms of any of these. Is that the right way to refer to Digimon in this show, is evolved? Like, I'm very, very familiar with Pokemon, but I don't know if that's like the right terminology that just applies to this show too or not. I remember the red bird when it's in its base form. The other ones aren't as familiar to me, like all the ones in the first opening were. Which actually makes me pretty excited for the rest of these openings to see all the other Digimon. I would say I think I like the first song more. But the second opening was really great too. Definitely no complaints about the second one. I like that one a lot. Personally, I gotta still stick with the first though, since it's sort of what I grew up with, what I remember the most. But I'm looking forward to seeing all the other Digimon probably in the rest of these openings. So we've got opening 3 up next. This one looks like there is a silhouette of some type of Tyrannosaurus Digimon or something like that. So let's go ahead and start it. I feel like the people are different every season. Digimon Tamers. Is this the same guy as before? It's like the same show, but not. Wait! Okay, I had a little action figure of the red one. Is the red one, does it belong to the guy in the blue? This guy, oh my gosh. I had an action figure when I was younger, and his arms and legs like extended almost. Oh my gosh, this is bringing back so many memories. I completely forgot about this thing. I played with it so much. Dude, this is crazy. Okay, sorry, continuing. Man, I don't ever remember it fully evolving like that, though. So I don't actually think I watched this part of the show. I just had the action figure. But in regards to the opening, I feel like it's pretty similar to the other two. It's sort of in its style and its approach. One of my other favorite things about Digimon is kind of looking at the Digimon themselves and seeing who they belong to and kind of comparing the personality of the Digimon to the person that it belongs to. At least in my memory, there was always like an understandable correlation, even as a kid. It was like, oh, that makes sense why that Digimon goes with that person. And of course, I thought it was always cute. They started out as those literally little puffballs in the original show. Oh, I like the ending for that one a lot. Dude, I can't get over how much that red Digimon just struck me deeply when I saw it. I was like, holy cow. That's just like bringing back all kinds of memories. For that reason alone, I'll probably say that I liked opening 3 more than opening 2 just because it felt more familiar. But I think I still like opening 1 the most so far. So opening 4 up next. Let's see what this one's all about. Ooh. These characters seem more familiar. What does the F stand for? Digimon Frontier. So, was every season of this show differently named? Like, obviously, they all have Digimon in the name, but it seems like the title for the show differed every single season. Holy moly. That thing looked creepy. This might also be a dumb question, but Digimon came after Pokemon, right? I would think so, but I don't think there was that much of a time gap. I definitely recognize the main character in the red. I recall watching episodes with this cast of characters. I'm not crazy about the song for this one. I don't mind it. Oh my gosh, that guy's a Jedi. But I do like the visuals a lot on this one. That's pretty good. It's funny, I keep watching these and all I can think in my head is, you know, the song Digimon, Digital Monsters. But yeah, that one was pretty good. I think it would probably be my least favorite of the 4 I've seen if I had to guess, or if I had to say. But the main characters seemed the most familiar to me, other than the main character from the very first opening. So maybe I watched episodes from the 4th season and not seasons 2 and 3. Not exactly sure, to be honest with you, but overall, I've really enjoyed each of these, and I keep loving the fact that there's just brand new Digimon in each of them. That's probably my favorite part of watching these with you all. So, opening 5, let's get into it. Digimon Savers. So it continues the trend of having a different name. Wait, okay, this one right here. So this is, I think, the first Digimon we've seen that's a recurring Digimon. No? At least I feel like all the other ones have just been new each opening that we've seen so far. But this one is the one that I remember the most, as from a kid at least. The animation style feels almost more retro. Oh, what was his name? Like Boromon, I think? Bakuman? No, that was a different show. Dude, look how sick he looks. How did this person get access to that Digimon? Or is it the same person just as an adult? Huh. That one kind of threw me off, I gotta be honest. Not sure how the main character in that one acquired the Digimon that we saw in the first opening, or if that was even the same person. And the animation style kind of threw me off. Didn't really even feel like the same show in a lot of ways, so probably my least favorite of any of them that we've seen so far, but not to say it was bad by any means, which means we've officially hit the halfway point. We've got opening 6 up next, so we'll see what this one's about. Okay, so this is still Digimon Savers, the same title as the last show, or as the last opening. So maybe this is what we stick with for the rest of the openings then, this title. It feels a lot more adult. Like, openings 1 through 4 were very much like kids joining together to take on the world. This feels a little bit more adult slightly. I like that noise. Huh. Now, I'm curious, is this person, and hopefully this isn't like a spoiler if I ask this, is this person the same person we saw in the first opening? That's the other main thing I want to know. Okay, that one felt pretty similar to opening 5. Definitely just seemed like a carryover from opening 5. From what I understand, it's the same cast of characters as the 5th opening as well. So I'm most curious going into opening 7 if we're going to see it continue to be this Digimon Savers as the title of the show, or whether it will change like it was before. Whoa. Holy, like, animation update. This looks so much cleaner. Digimon Cross Wars? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so this looks like new characters and new Digimon. I will say, I think that is a cool thing about a show, that it doesn't necessarily have to rely on the same set of characters and cast throughout the entirety of it to make it good. I think what I'm getting from Digimon is that they're able to interchange, you know, the characters and the Digimon in this show. And maybe the step doesn't lose as much of a beat because it's kind of assumed that that's how the show is. Anyways, let's continue to see what the rest of opening 7 is. I feel like the main character's Digimon is always a ripoff of like the original main character's Digimon, either just slightly changed or different colors. I will say, the music might be my favorite song of any of them we've seen so far. I'm vibing with this song a lot. I like the ending. Pretty good, yeah. That one was nice. That one was wildly unfamiliar to me, and never seen any of those characters, never seen any of those Digimon. I feel like the Digimon are getting a little bit worse as the openings have gone on. And again, maybe that's because I have a bias for the original, but the high point of that one, as I stated before, definitely was the music. I think that might have been my favorite song so far. So we've got 3 more. Opening 8 is up next. Let's hop into it. Okay, so it stuck with the same title again, Digimon Cross Wars. So 5 and 6 were both Digimon Savers. 7 and 8 were both Cross Wars. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. There's an X in the word. What are these weird dancing things on the screen the whole time? I feel like it almost works better if it wouldn't have those. Oh, that Digimon is the one that turns into the owl robot thing? Ooh, wait, it almost looks like, and I don't know, maybe I'm completely a fool and have been missing this the whole time. I have just now realized this is the first time I've seen different Digimon combined together. There's probably all of you who are looking at me right now like, are you kidding me? They were doing that like in every single opening and you're just now realizing it. But this is the first time I've noticed it. So let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong. But I think this might be the first time that I've seen them combine. Pretty cool. This looks so recent. The animation for this this series looks super clean. So I looked it up, and it seems like a lot of these shows are more recent than I thought they would be. Meaning that, like, this one that we just watched, I believe is only about 12 years old, coming out in the early 2010s or so. So Digimon definitely, you know, adding some more stuff to the universe of Digimon more recently than I think I realized. We'll see if that holds true with these last two openings. Opening 9 coming up next. Let's hop into it. These look brand new. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think they do look new. Although the red Digimon on the left looks awfully familiar to the main character's Digimon in openings 7 and 8. Hey, they're playing hoops. Gotta respect it. I'm a big basketball fan. Ooh, that middle one looks familiar. From kind of like something from the original opening. You know, it's funny. I watched a pretty decent amount of season 1 of this show, and I don't remember why, like, they were even in this world with Digimon. This one is giving me kind of fun vibes. Are they fighting Minecraft villains? What's happening? See, this thing on the far left looks like a reimagining of the white and blue one from the original opening. I should have checked what the name of that set or that series of Digimon was. I forgot to look at the name at the very beginning of it. Maybe we'll say it again at the beginning of opening 10. I liked that one enough. It was probably kind of ranking somewhere in the middle for me. These new ones just don't hit the same as the old ones. I don't know what that is. But man, these have been so great. I've loved getting to see kind of like a glimpse of my past in a way, especially with a lot of the first couple of openings in particular. We're down to the very last opening. It's hard to believe. Opening 10 on the way. Ooh. I love this song. New characters, it looks like, too. This feels like very modern. Dude, this is awesome. Digimon Universe. Okay. So this is the one that I think is from 2016. Man, just, it feels like a complete makeover of what I knew as Digimon. But I'm not mad about it. I like it. Man, this song is nice. This is so cool. I'm not as huge on the Digimon on this one, but kind of the vibe of the opening is what I'm most loving with this one. Man, that was amazing. I feel like it's pretty rare that the last opening of a show could make you feel as equally excited as the first opening, especially when it's something that you grew up with as a kid. I mean, I think that last opening definitely musically was my favorite, and probably visually was, I'll say, my second favorite, because it's so hard for me to top the first one just because of my experience with it growing up. But man, the last opening, arguably the strongest one of anything we saw so far today. Digimon was really one of the shows growing up, along with like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I really dove into and grew really attached to as a kid. So this was a special one for me today. This was actually probably the first video I've done where the content that I was watching in the openings was something that I was at least somewhat familiar with, whereas most of the time I'm watching something that I've literally never seen before. As an update, I am still working on that Naruto video coming out probably on Monday here on YouTube with my reaction to the first and second episode of Naruto, and that one. Excited for you all to see it. And if you want an early look at it, I've already watched the first 7 episodes of Naruto, and those are available over on my Patreon. Let me know down in the comments what openings or endings I should watch in the next one. And until then, I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Shout out to Digimon for being a big part of my childhood. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.